I'm Mindy Diamond, and this is a special episode of our podcast series for financial advisors. Times like these are both unprecedented and challenging, to say the least. What all of us crave more than anything is stability. And a global pandemic, massive disruptions to business and personal lives, and volatile market conditions certainly provide anything but that. I've been grappling with one question in particular the last few days, and that is, how can a recruiter for financial advisors add value at a time like this? I'm neither a politician, nor a scientist, nor a doctor, and so I can't stabilize the markets. I can't slow the spread of the virus. There's not much I can do to control the crisis right now. But what I can do is share information and perspective that might be helpful as our financial advisor listeners weather the storm. The truth is, we were ready to launch a new episode of this series today, an interview with Bill Williams, Executive Vice President of the Ameriprise Financial Group. It's actually a great conversation that I expect you will find of interest. But I couldn't, in good conscience, launch that episode without first acknowledging the crisis that is at the front and center of everyone's mind. Like everyone else, I've been trying to figure out the best way to manage my business through these turbulent times. And then it hit me. The universe sent me exactly what I needed, the answer to my question, how can I add value? Late yesterday, my son and business partner, Mindy Diamond, sent to everyone here at our firm a piece written nearly 2 decades ago by Dan Sullivan, strategic coach, founder, and president. It addressed the uncertainty which followed the horrific events of 9/11. I found it most inspiring and still relevant today, and think you might too. It's called the Scary Times Success Manual, and it shares 10 strategies for how we can focus our energies and attention in order to move forward on a more positive path, even when the world is at its craziest. Dan's 10 suggestions for navigating the days and weeks ahead are as follows. 1. Forget about yourself. Focus on others. 2. Forget about your commodity. Focus on your relationships. 3. Forget about the sale. Focus on creating value. 4. Forget about your losses. Focus on your opportunities. 5. Forget about your difficulties. Focus on your progress. 6. Forget about the future. Focus on today. 7. Forget about who you were and focus on who you can be. 8. Forget about events. Focus on your responses. 9. Forget about what's missing and focus on what's available. And 10. Forget about your complaints and focus on your gratitude. While I love them all, points number 3 and 8 are my favorites. Forgetting about the sale, as he shares, is a tough one for me as a recruiter. While it's always been our priority to provide value, at this time, it seems even more important. It is my job to talk with people about considering change, but change is not what people want right now. They want stability. So how can a recruiter who cold calls for a living add value? I'm figuring that out as I speak, but I do think that sharing information like this can be helpful. At least I hope so. And as for point number 8, the notion of focusing on my response to challenging events instead of the events themselves seems particularly relevant right now. We're in the midst of a crisis. I can either spread panic or I can be a source of calm to my staff, my family, and my clients. I can help people to remember that we are never really in control of events. What I know without a doubt is that while I can't control the weather, or the stock market, or the virus, I can work to come up with creative responses to how I deal with it all, even when I'm feeling pretty uncomfortable. And I'd like to think that my ability to calmly and sincerely respond to a crisis can be a teachable moment for everyone around me. We've been challenged many times in the past, and we've persisted and emerged stronger. So while uncertainty is the watchword for now, one thing does remain certain. We are here to answer any questions you have today, tomorrow, and further down the road. Our only goal is to provide value where we can and make ourselves and the information we share available to you when you come up for air. For now, all of us at Diamond Consultants are taking the time to refocus our energies on what matters most. And we hope that these 10 points are as helpful to you as we found them to be. And if so, we'd love for you to share this episode widely. Now and always, we wish you good health and the calm needed to weather the storm. If you have any questions, I can be reached at 908-879-1002 or by email at mdiamond@diamond-consultants.com.